Hi, this is your recap video of the week. And last week we talked about assistive technology and what to do if you don't know anything about the assistive technology you're supposed to be teaching. So I think the question that was posed was some TBIs think that you should teach the devices that you're comfortable with. This is all good and fine as long as you're comfortable with the device that most is beneficial to the student, right? If you're trying to teach a device that was used 5-10 years ago, then that's not really acceptable, right? We need to make sure that our students have access to the most up-to-date technology possible. Technology really levels the playing field for our kids. It's really, really, really important. I can't stress this enough. And so how do we do this? Now, I myself am not a techie person at all. And so I find it very overwhelming. I had one student that was trying to learn JAWS, and I knew nothing about JAWS. And I had another student who was learning to use a Braille note, and I had never seen a Braille note before. Didn't know how to work it, and supposedly I'm supposed to be teaching her how to open a document, edit the document, close the document, save the document in a different folder. And so how do you do this? You have to get your resources together, and you have to I found it easier to make myself goals. The first year I taught, the consultant, or I don't know what different districts call them different things, right? But essentially your boss, right? They had us all write professional goals, and so I gave myself a technology goal, and it was the best thing I could have done because the technology goal kind of chunked up the things I needed to do. It gave me like it was like an IEP goal. So it wasn't like I had to learn everything there was to know about a Braille note apex as soon as humanly possible. But, so I had different goals that I had to meet throughout the year, and that made it so much easier. And so where do you get this knowledge from? Well, I found out pretty quickly that the technology companies that sell our assistive tech are really great resources. So people that work for Humanware, check out the Humanware website. Google Humanware. Look up Humanware videos on YouTube. There's a lot of instructional videos on YouTube on how to use the Apex. Same with JAWS. How do you use JAWS? How do you teach JAWS? So I would definitely check out YouTube. The salespeople for Humanware are also a really great resource. That person that sold you the $3,000 Apex, he'll help you set it up. He'll help you put it on the internet, have internet access. Yeah, so, and they'll also try to sell you a $3,000, enlarging software, but they're really great resources, and they can keep you up to date because they're salesmen. They want to sell you more appliances or whatever devices. You can see what's out there. You can see what's new and upcoming and whether it's going to be beneficial for your student. So make sure to keep those contacts handy. Yeah, all professional organizations as well. I think Access World was something that AFB has that's got a lot of technology. It's just like a technology newsletter. It's really a great resource as well. So yeah, it's kind of overwhelming at times, especially if you're like me and you're not very tech savvy. Staying up to date on all these apps and all these devices and making sure you've got the right thing for your student can get overwhelming. But you just have to, check new things out and write yourself a goal. Learn a new technology every year, and so that you are proficient in teaching that to your students. Learn together. That's my best advice. Learn it before you teach it. And yeah, check out YouTube. So really another great discussion, and I look forward to next week. Thanks.